Hi, it's Marty from Marty's Classic Cars again. A couple of videos ago I had a few problems with my roof, as you know. I'm now going up to Bagnall's to get it fitted. I did go to a previous person, a Saab agent, before in the West Midlands. He did the one lead, which proved expensive, just taking the car apart and fitting the one lead only. So I've succumbed to buying the leads from a specialist. These are of the sort of stainless steel variety. There's a packet of O-rings in the envelope and a cotter pin to do the universal joint at the back. So this is like basically a fairly big undertaking. I don't throw everything away. So they're supplied by HEL Performance. So we'll be doing that. The car's going in today, hopefully be finished tomorrow, but I'll keep you updated. All for now. Hi there, it's Marty from Marty's Classic Cars again. Hope you're all keeping well, enjoying the sunshine. I have been, of a sort. Yeah, just update on the hood situation with the Saab. I took the car to Bagley's in Birmingham and I renewed these new hoses, which I'll show you. I'm just taking the rod off and running in the moment just to get some charge through it. I'm going to see how the hood performs. There is still an issue with it, which I can show you why that's happening, and I do know that the actual reason for it and the history behind it. But essentially what I did, I bought some hoses, some hydraulic hoses from a company called HEL in this country. They're available on the internet, and they're actually made to like a motorsport specification, a higher grade of material than the standard ones, and yet they were cheaper. They're still not cheap, you're still talking hundreds of pounds. I think it was 300 odd pounds I paid for them, a full set of 10, as against what would have been sort of getting on to 500 pounds for the Saab ones. The difference being they are slightly thicker, and as you probably saw from the photograph, and they are a little bit more difficult to route and to fit than the original ones, which are thinner and also have a little spring accessory, so they bend into, you can route them in a smaller angle, in other words turn the lead on itself to route it a bit easier. And in doing that, it makes it easier for the job fitters to fit it. Probably saves a little bit of time. Bagley's actually pulled the stops out for me because I needed to have the car the following day. It took them a day and a half or so to fit it, and they saw me right on price and so on. They're very fair that way, so full credit to them. But it is not obviously a 5-minute job to do. So basically I had the job done. It still does work, but it catches on the turno when the turno comes up, and that's the issue, which I can show you when I get the car parked up back at home after I've just put a few watts into the battery, give it a bit of a run. I'm still running the car okay mechanically, and that she seems to be pretty well. She flew through the MOT with no advisories the last time, as she has done for the last few years, so I'm extremely pleased the way that's gone on. I adjusted the handbrake just prior to going to the MOT underneath. A lot of people say you have to move the exhaust to one side or something to do that, or whatever in the cover, and that I didn't find that was the case. It was okay to do it manually myself. managed to slide a thing on there, put it on my son's ramp, and that was it. So that was all very well and good. Okay, you'll join me back again. I'm going to go take it for a bit of a run up the road. Then what I'll do is show you the hood and the universal joint at the back, and the issue there I've got, which I'm going to have to get a new universal joint there now to compensate for the slight problem which I'm getting with it knocking into the turnout. Okay, yeah, I'm still pleased with the car, still very pleased with the car, still like the car immensely. Much like I look at other cars on the internet, especially with love for Italian cars and so on, but really this car put so much money into it. I feel that if I sold it on, somebody else would get a fantastic car. I end up with getting a car which is, you know, not been so well maintained or something, or having to do more remedial work to it. And I think that sometimes it's the better the devil you know than the devil you don't. So if you've got a car which has been, you've done substantial work to it and it's still running well and everything, then life's good, sort of thing, you know. It's jobs that you won't have to do again, you know, if you did remedial work like that. So that's how we look at it, really. But yeah, still like the car. It's given me about 28 to the gallon doing on very short journeys on suburban roads, but on longer runs I can get about 33, driven with a certain respect in that. If you open the turbo up and give it the guns and that, obviously that'll come down a fair bit, but yeah, she's still very good. I'm still doing my regular oil changes as I do, so yeah, you know, as I say, you can end up buying a car with just because of a different choice or whatever, or a vanity, or your own presidential liking of a certain car, but find up in ownership terms, it may not be as good as the car that you've got already. This is the point I'm trying to make out, you know. So that's what it is. Okay, I'll take you up for the road then. I've got the girlfriend home today. She's had an operation, so she ain't feeling too good at the moment to go back to work today. So I'll just take her back, see if we can get the hood moving, and I'll explain to you what the situation is regarding the universal joint, which is just inside the boot, which will be obviously by pinning the carpet back. So I'll speak to you soon. Right, after all that, we've got a soft top failure again. It won't even lift up. Just an inch or so. Don't know why that is. Not good news. One of the problems is the turnover is not lifting because of this cotter pin in here. As you can see, it's sticking out. It says they've used a split pin on it. And I've actually got the proper Saab pin, but because they've just the UJ's been drilled, to a wider hole. The genuine Saab pin is actually swimming inside it. It's too loose, so it's not securing it properly, and because it's not locating properly onto the rod there, it's not letting the turnout come up properly, and therefore the and to come back a bit when the rest of the fifth bow lifts up with the screen at the back. So that's basically what's happened there. So we're still where we are, without a hood, despite all this glamorous weather we've been having with the sunshine and so on, which isn't the May West. This is all secured and everything now. Let's put another attachment in there for me, that's good. No leaks in the footwell or anything, so yeah, I presume the leads are all okay. It's just not lifting that. It's because of that bow there. The pin should be go all the way through, so I don't know whether that could be. There's a gap there. Wondering whether I could rework that and put that round 90 degrees and close the actual pin up, but there's quite a bit of metal there, so I don't know if it will do that or not. Yeah, nice car. Nice car, got a convertible without being a convertible. Otherwise than that, everything else working okay. That's the problem with her. Seats are still lovely and comfortable. Okay, so let's want to see what I can do with that. I might be able to put pliers on that, thinking about it. I wonder if that would tap in. Probably wouldn't be. Yeah, I've actually got the split pin, the proper pin from Saab, but now because it's drilled out so much I would need a proper UJ, universal joint, this unit here, a new one on. I'll order that, a genuine one from Saab again, probably from R&D. Get back in working order. Very complex, these roofs, aren't they? There's one thing, it's another. In hindsight, I wish I'd have if I'd have known the cars better. I wish I'd have had all the rams and all the hydraulic leads done at the very same time, and probably would have had a bill for about £1,000+ £2,000 or something like that. But once it's done, it's done. You know, what I have been doing is doing a bit at a time. When some sort of a fault occurs, occurring one thing at a time, because you have to strip things down and replace them after each repair. It works out more in the longer run. So the best thing to do, I think, anybody buying one of these cars, is probably to do it all in one go. If it hasn't been done already. So it's always a tricky thing with these roofs. Not to worry. We soldier on. We soldier on. I'll have to order another pin, I think, to put that, because the turnout isn't lifting up properly on releasing the back. So not the best of news today. Not to worry. Keep moving on. Please like and subscribe. We'll get some progress eventually. I'm going to do some jobs on the Dodge as well. Get that moving on. So keep well, please. Please like and subscribe, as I say, and I'll see you next time.